Bitch. Rotate device. Can't always figure this fucker out. What the fuck? I hate it when it wants to do some stupid shit. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. So bubbly. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around here. I'm gonna figure this bullshit out. I can mute the microphone, okay. Still new to the stream and shit. I'm sorry. Shut live check, yeah. Just make sure everything's okay. That's the flip. It doesn't want to rotate. I don't get that yet. I'll just put my fucking bullshit back here, I guess. Whatever. Oh, whoops. Blocking the camera. Gonna give it a little time before I, Oh my god, this cunt. Cunt. Come on. Fuck off. Good enough. Alright. I'm gonna give it a little bit. I have some, I feel like I want to put some input on some shit, so I'm doing that. Yeah. Ooh, glare. Glaring. Alright. So, oh, what the fuck is this? Okay. Alright. Got a cat right here, by the way. I'm gonna get rid of this little thing right here. What the fuck? There we go. Don't need that. So, I'm just gonna pull up some articles really quick. I'm gonna kind of let it sit for a bit. Actually, I got some weed here, so I was gonna load up too. Okay, let's get started. So, I kind of want. There's some shit happened today, like a lot of shit. So I kind of wanted to get into that a little bit. I'm just trying to pull up everything so I can break it all down. At least the. Oh, whoops.
So early in the show was.
Oh god damn it, TYT. Need a. Alright, I'll grab this one next.
Alright.
Chunk.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna move these articles, or at least these little segments, into some properality. So, okay. Almost here. Almost ready. We are almost. So, the first story is actually going to be just kind of a quick little thing. But, it's going to be on Syria. I got a cat right here, so. Okay, just make sure everything's all good. I'll look through all this later. Okay, might as well just kind of go right into it. So, yeah, deal with this shit. Tucker Carlson goes on a marathon rant. Whether Assad is behind the attack in Syria. I wonder what that can be for. Not too sure. But we'll find out. Though I actually already know about this. I saw his tweet and retweeted it, and I was like, am I agreeing with Tucker Carlson right now? Anyway, might as well just kind of get started, getting ready to get into it here. Just gonna mix this mixture. This mixture of good plant and evil plant to kill me with. To kill myself with. And this is a little coffee tray. Like a coffee lid, and you know, you put on your fat, like, floggers things or whatever. Yeah. I'm ghetto as fuck. You can fuck off. Anyway. So, we'll get right into this. I have no idea how I'm gonna work on this with my phone. If it was, like, more, like, horizontal, it won't let me do that yet for some dumbass reason. I haven't figured it out. But if I can fix that, this will probably get a lot more smoother, a lot more chiller, because this horizontal thing is even uncomfortable for me. So if anyone, even after the stream, if I know no one's on here right now, but later, or if anyone's seeing this like on stream later or whatever, but afterwards, don't worry. I hate it too. It's some bullshit. Get a little pinch on top. Pop. Then we'll get right into this and listen to what Mediaite has to say about Tucker Carlson. I say Tucker Carlson, not Tucker Carlson. See, it's so ingrained into my head that I just straight up can't say Tucker Carlson. I have to say Tucker Carlson. No, well, except for that time because I'm explaining, but whatever. I used to torch a lot of my shit. I was actually planning on having one of my friends be a part of this and join in on the fun, but he never showed up or nothing. But oh well. I'll read up on this here. Kills the bowl. Helps. Alright, let's read up on this.
For over 20 years, River City
Fuck you,
Environmental providing emergency response and environmental maintenance.
How do I mute you?
For the Greater Portland, Vancouver, and Salem areas. River City's residential response team is
I can't pause it, whatever, fuck you.
hours a day, 306.
I'll read what's going on. So, Tucker Carlson embarked on a 10-minute Thai tribe to kick off the Monday night show, railing against the condemning of Bashar al-Assad and the regime for its alleged chlorine attack on a town in Syria. So, the too long didn't read part of it is the establishment is trying to demonize the Assad regime and blame it on a horrific attack that just left dozens dead. And I really actually don't know what the town's called. Let me try to find out where it is on here. What's the name of this town? I think it's called Ham. I think that's the town because I was hearing that on the Twitter feed I was looking at about this. I'm not seeing what town it is. If it pops up, I'll pop it up. But anyway, let's read what he was saying. Oh, is it playing now? Okay, yay!
War in Syria.
I'm not gonna listen to this whole thing.
Good evening and welcome
Tucker
to
Carlson.
Tonight, leaders on both sides of the aisle in Congress, in the media, in our intelligence
Let's
services,
let that be a
in
little minimal.
overfunded think tank in Washington, have suddenly aligned tonight on a single point of
So,
America
here's
must
what
go
he's-
to war in Syria immediately. Bashar al-Assad cannot continue to lead that country. He must be overthrown. Assad is an evil man, they tell us. His latest crime is a chlorine gas attack carried out over the weekend by his forces against a rebel-held suburb of Damascus. Assad's
so it's a
gas
suburb in Damascus,
suffocated
okay.
children. Pictures of the aftermath of that are all...
You want to know how this is already bullshit? Assad is literally almost about to take control over of Syria again. Like ISIS, like they lost Raqqa in Syria. They have there's only a couple of camps and groups in the desert of ISIS left. So why would he just say, I'm gonna kill my own people? Fuck it, I'm gonna gas them. Why not? Me, like that doesn't make any sense. So for people saying this is a false flag, it's true. I don't see how this is it doesn't make sense why Assad would do this, like it's not even just like, it just doesn't make sense. It's the fact that the last time this happened, it was what was it, like he went on to mention about something. Okay, here's a little segment, so we don't have to find it. It says then Tucker false flag Carlson came out in full force. All the geniuses tell us that. Oh, here quote. All the geniuses tell us that Assad killed those children, but did they really know that? Of course, they don't really know that. They're making it up. They have no idea what happened. Actually, both sides of the Syrian war possess chemical weapons, which is actually true. How would it benefit Assad from using chlorine gas last weekend? Exactly. I mean, the only way this would make sense if this was like continuous attacks and genuine like continuous oppression, but I just haven't, like, Assad is a terrible dude. Like, I'm not defending him and saying he's a great guy at all, but are we really, like, why would he suddenly do this so then the international community, which is basically America and its allies, including Israel, Saudi Arabia, etc., would give him an excuse to say, "See, we need to come in here, you know, liberate these people and shit," like, and get ground troops, which now we'll get to in a bit. I pulled up the articles on it. Well, at least some segments here. Well, this most of my segments is actually about Mueller, but I can find. Let me look it up really. Let me find it really quick, because he is ramping up for an intervention in Syria, and I ain't gonna find it on here. But I'll go to my favorite man, Kyle Kulinski. So this is my guy. Like, honestly, my softball lesbian coach, Kyle Kulinski. He's my boy. He is my boy. Any shit talk of my boy, you're just banned. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But Kyle Kulinski's insight from Secular Talk is genuinely like he really does only care about the facts. So if anyone hasn't heard of him from my channel, though I spend a lot of my time on political video channels, including Kyle Kulinski's. So if anyone hasn't seen that, check that out, because that's where I go to all the time. Like, the first people I check out on is Kyle Kulinski, and then I go from there. Another good one's Jimmy Dore Show and Humans Report, and Mike Figueredo of Humans Report is actually in my hometown, Portland here. So I haven't seen him, and I don't know him personally. I wish I did. He's awesome. I love that guy. But let me try to go to the segment of this whole podcast he did on Monday, where he talks about this whole ramping up intervention. I'll just kind of let him talk.
Listen, man, Donald Trump, I can't fucking take this. Donald Trump. So I looked it up, because you know and I know when it came to Syria, when it came to Afghanistan, when it came to Iraq, his Twitter feed was just a litany of what the fuck are we doing there?
All right, well, it's okay. So I went a little too far ahead here.
Government, and so therefore, what are we gonna do? We have to act. And at the UN, the U.S. was against.
Here's a video on it. This is on Jim Dore Show. This is a whole actual segment here. I'm just like, I'm so organized and so formal, so professional. Tremendous professional show, believe me.
Gas attack in Syria. The news media was very skeptical, very critical, and they lamented the loss of life. And that comes from any military confrontation. Here's Brian
Go into greater detail.
Oh, here we go. So, in his description, it says, despite no conclusive evidence, the U.S. declared a 24 to 48 hour window attack, or window to attack Syria, which I have been seeing a lot, to be honest. During the little thing I was looking at on Twitter, I can't pull it up on my computer. I strictly use Twitter on my phone, honestly. And I forgot my password already. I don't remember what it is, so I just keep it on my phone so I can just log in on there instead. But, yeah, I don't really see too... it was mainly just, like, even French fighters getting involved. Russia were ramping up some bombers and aircraft as well. And it's fucking scary, dude, honestly. It's like... So, let's go to a segment here.
So that's how Brian Williams at MSNBC handled a missile.
Guided by the beauty of our weapons.
Oh, that was from a while ago. Okay.
I do have an idea. I know exactly why we're there. Team that also was debunked.
Okay, so okay, this is all from prior. Is there anything on the? Okay, here we go. This is from the Guardian. Does he have a? He does not have a link of the sources, but he at least pulls it up who it's from. So let me look this up really quick. The Guardian. There we go. Bear with me. What the fuck is this? Get out of here. Oh shit. Okay. Quick on the slide. Bam, bitch. Guardian. Put this up in here. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, first thing is something about Mark Zuckerberg, the reptilian overlords. Vows to fight election meddling in Marathon Senate grilling. Ugh. Here we go. Oh, God. U.S., France, and Britain countries agreed to respond to Syrian attack. Oh, my God. There's a lot on this right now. Just mainly on just the Guardian alone here. Russia and Western allies vow a vote against each other's proposals at the UN. Oh, my... okay, whatever. Prepare UK, France, and the US prepare military action against the Assad regime. Oh my God! So that is correct. There was French and US aircraft being prepped to do this, and yeah, right here. Even the governments are saying. Oh, here we go. So the town is Douma, which is in Damascus. It's a suburb. And on 7th of April, killing more than 45 people. And the US, UK, and France continue to make preparations for military action intended to punish the regime of Bashar al-Assad. You see, this is literally just... We're fucking with Russia's proxy. And one of other Russia's proxies is Iran. This is literally they're just trying to make Russia do fucking something. They're trying to make them do something so they can go to this whole fucking war with their whole Russia hysteria. This is you know, they're trying to make scapegoats so they can have an actual war with fucking Russia. Because I don't know why, you know, geopolitics is fucking a confusing thing. Like it's kind of easy to understand the past because I am taking a geopolitics class in college right now. And it's kind of easy to understand a little bit of some of the past imperialism and a lot of the past geopolitics, but it's a lot different looking at it right now. And that's for sure, because like, what the fuck what are we trying to do with Russia here? Like, what has Russia, with Putin, ever done to us besides this supposed election meddling? Now, which kind of goes on to a whole different point, which I guess we'll be able to kind of slide into our next little topic here. I'm just doing 2 topics mainly for tonight, just because I'm getting really fucking pissed about this shit. Like, I mean, which is why I want to, you know, try to get my channel boosted back up on the ground and do these streams a lot more regularly and a little more formal than this at some point. You know, if you go back on my last stream, I really don't know if it went up or not, to be all honest with you. I haven't checked, but my phone died, so oh well. But it says here only Bolivia voted with Russia and China abstained. The 12 other members supported the U.S. initiative, a Russian counter-proposal establishing an investigative mechanism but leaving final decision on who to blame for chemical weapons. The Security Council failed to win enough votes in the count. Now Russia's proposal actually does not sound bad at all. Like, we should have an investigation, which I agree with, And then we find out who to really blame. And to be honest, it's the rebels in Syria that are most likely to blame. And where the weapons come from, I don't know. They could probably be weapons that were taken and captured by rebels from the Assad forces. It could have been planted in there. I don't know. I'm not going to really go with conclusions on that because I really don't know. France described the Russian proposal as a smokescreen intended to give power to the Damascus. Oh my god. Fuck you, Macron. Fuck you. Like, I don't know what else to say but that. Like, you're... Quote, allowing people to use chemical weapons allows the genie of weapons of mass destruction out of the bottle. Elaborate, which I know you won't. And the weapons of mass destruction pose an existential threat to all of us. Okay. Duh. The French envoy François Delattre said, I probably butchered his name, but fuck you anyway. After the vote, Karen Pierce, the UK ambassador to the UN, said, Russia, quote, Russia's credibility as a member of the council is now in question. No, they're not. No, they're not. You're making it a question. Bitch. We will not stand idly by and watch Russia continue to undermine global norm. Oh my god. Nah, they're your American global norms. American exceptionalism global norms, bitch. This is not global. Most of the world does not like. Oh my god. Which have ensured all of our security, including Russia's, for decades as a permanent council member. The United Kingdom will stand up for international peace and security. It is our moral duty. It is not your moral duty. It is... National peace and security should be the UN's moral duty as a collective together. Not one sole country. Man, the UN needs so much reforming, man. The UN really needs to get reformed, because I'm pro-UN as a principle. But the UN now is just so fucking corrupt. And it's not even necessarily anyone in the UN's fault. It's just, it grew into this, especially with how the United States and the United Kingdom have kind of squeezed in their political corruptions into it. And, I mean, do we need to go into that? Iraq, Afghanistan, the oil, petrodollar, the military-industrial complex. We can go on about that. By convention, British Prime Ministers cannot send UK forces into combat action without explicit vote of MPs. I don't know what really MPs mean in England. May is aware of David Cameron's... is aware David Cameron was humiliated when he lost a Commons vote to take military action in 2013 to punish Assad's use of chemical weapons. Her leadership might not survive a similar defeat. Yeah, this is just... whoa, look at that. Wow, okay. Syria's annual defense budget is $1.9 billion, and its air force is made up of 265 attack aircraft. I'm actually going to pull this up really quick to show you guys. This is kind of cool. Switch. Okay, so here we go. So we got 130 fighter ground attack aircraft, and one icon is 10 assets. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Yep. 75 aircraft and 36 ground attack. 23 transports and 17 trainers. 24 attack choppers, 57 multi-role. Yeah, so they don't have a huge air force by any means. I'm not really too sure what this means, but I'm sure the next couple things are going to go into that. So let me check that out. Let's see if I put this back here. I really wish I can do something about that glare. I hate that. Let's see here. Now there's only anticipation of airstrikes. The Syrian regime is reported by moving its aircraft to Russian base at Latakia, presumably in the expectation they will be safe from destruction there. The U.S. may intend on grounding as much as the Syrian Air Force as possible, but will not wish to destroy Russian planes. The U.S. Navy has less firepower in the Eastern Mediterranean than it did when Trump ordered punitive missile strikes for chemical weapons in April last year. There's only one guided missile destroyer armed with Tomahawk cruise missiles in April. The USS Donald Cook, which left a Cypriot Cypriot port of Larnaca on Monday. Its twin, the U.S. Porter, which took part in the last Tomahawk attack, is in a port visiting Cherbourg, France. Another missile cruiser of the same class, the USS Ross, has just completed exercise with the Royal Navy. Oh, God. It left Plymouth on Sunday. Would take a few days to be coming within range. USS Harry Truman aircraft carrier is in, and its battle group are due to leave Virginia on Wednesday, reportedly bound for the Mediterranean, but it will take several days to reach the Syrian coast. However, the USS Cook is being accompanied by the area by the French frigate Aquitaine, armed with cruise missiles, which was reported in the French press to have been buzzed by those flying Russian warplanes on the weekend. And guess what? You can't do shit about buzzing aircraft, honestly. Let them do it. Don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like, when it comes to these buzzing aircraft, because I've been seeing this a lot, especially recently, in the Black Sea, we had aircraft. Okay, before we even continue, why the fuck do we have a strike force in aircraft in the Black Sea? Why? Anyway, but there was an aircraft, and then a Russian plane was literally 5 feet away from it. Like, they could have collided, they could have crashed, anything. And I don't know why they're doing it, but my assumption is that they're probably pilots who are like antsy for action, that are probably just trying to fuck with them, or maybe their officer, or maybe their commanding officers have asked to say, hey, they're coming near our borders, fly near them, go next to them, and warn them and tell them to fuck off. I think that's probably the more reasonable approach on that, or at least the most logical explanation is that you buzz them so they will fuck off. I totally get that. I mean, Russia's been somewhat defensive in this whole thing. Again, not saying that Russia's great or nothing, but what we're doing, but we're the aggressors here. We are the aggressors in this situation. But anyway, that's the whole article on this. So yeah, it's just fucked, man. It really is just fucked. But let's go into this whole Mueller situation, because what's his face? Michael Cohen got what the fuck? Oh. Michael Cohen got a little murked when the FBI straight up raided his office, and supposedly Trump is losing his shit. And I want to try to find some segments here. And I wasn't really trying to go on. Oh yeah, I had the Rolling Stones here. Is this it? No. I think I accidentally clicked out of it. Oops. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Trump's flaccid response to the Michael Cohen raid. This Donald Trump has hardly. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Connected to a variety of scandals ranging from Russia to Stormy Daniels. I'm not getting into that. The president's personal lawyer saw his office and hotel room raided by the FBI. To boot, Orlando Cohen allegedly keeps bobbleheads of President Trump's eldest sons on his desk. Whatever. Well, I'm the guy who would take a bullet for the president. That's what he said. Where are we getting here? Oh, here. Is this something? Fuck you, ad. No. Ugh.
Then we're here in the room.
Shut up. Oh, I can skip it. Thank you. Because I don't care about you.
So I just heard that they broke into the office.
There we go. Oh.
One of my personal attorneys, good man. And it's a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt. I've been saying it for a long time. I've wanted to keep it down. We've given, I believe, over 1 million pages worth of documents to the special counsel. They continue to just go forward, and here we are talking about Syria, we're talking about a lot of serious things with the greatest fighting force ever.
Whatever.
And it's
Fuck
a
off.
disgrace. It's frankly a real disgrace. It's an attack on our country in a true sense. It's a whole very good to me. He said, in effect, that this is ridiculous. This is now getting ridiculous. They found no collusion whatsoever with Russia.
Okay, well, that's not getting into anything. As long as Trump denies knowing about the story during hush money or chatting, no collusion loud and often enough. He operates so as if it was unbalanced. Look, I don't think there's any collusion, but I mean, he really doesn't help himself at all, to be honest. Like, he doesn't help himself by just blabbering out bullshit on Twitter and saying, no collusion, you know, whatever. It's just like, but he ain't gonna get it. He's a fucking idiot. The Holy Emperor God Cheeto is fucking, it ain't gonna work. Though he operates as a field that is unbalanced against a healthy, white, straight president. This is really now a whole new level of fairness, Trump told reporters. For reference, unfair is Alabama handing out a 65-year prison sentence for an 18-year-old for the death of a friend who was killed by police. Oh, God. I'm not getting into that, because I'm just going to get mad about the police, because there was even something here in Portland that our fucking mayor, Ted Wheeler, piece of shit, fucking did for homeless here. And what he did was he was basically, you know what, we're getting into it. I'm gonna look this up because this is more personal for me here. Hold on. Ted Wheeler, what am I looking at? Homelessness. So I know this was an article here. Alright. Ted Wheeler, addressing Portland's livability without harassing a homeless guest opinion. Truman's last word. By, oh, this is this is literally him himself. Okay, well, let's see what this fuck has to say. People are moving here from all around the nation and the world. Blah, 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 blah. Because Portland is a dynamic and prosperous city, which it is. I'm committed to ensuring that as Portland grows, the things we love about our city grows along with us. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bullshit. Has come with big city problems, among them rising housing costs. Oh my God, you won't even fucking believe the housing costs here. Concerning about safety, more litter and graffiti, and graffiti, really? There's some really badass graffiti art in Portland. There really is. And people paint, like, on the walls and make murals all the time. Like, just, if it's so bad, fill it in with the rest with other art, so it fills in and doesn't look so shitty. There's ways you can deal with graffiti without having to, you know, oh, waste paint, we gotta paint everything. Like, no, you don't have to do that. Get some artists and you make them paint around all this shit. Like, it's not that difficult. And make it so if it happens again, it ain't gonna be a big deal, you know? But there's I mean, and that also will probably help local artists and local graffiti artists even get some money in business and shit, maybe. Who knows? The litter is a problem, but what fucking major city doesn't have this problem? Increased traffic congestion. Holy shit, it's been getting bad. I ain't gonna lie about that. More than anything else I hear about, you need to address our homeless crisis with clarity, consistency, and compassion. Yeah, where's your compassion? I mean, where is this fucking article that? On Twitter, homelessness is not a crime. That has to be a response, because this was at strict standards for outlawing sidewalk sitting. Portland Mercury. Oh, here we go. Here's something. It's not exactly about the homeless, but kind of ties into it from what I'm seeing. Let's see here. Portland has strict standards for outlawing sidewalk sitting unless a cop asks. This is by the Portland Mercury, which I actually love. I love the Portland Mercury. It's a local newspaper. Every Wednesday you can get a free paper in the middle of Portland. Just look around. On 21st of November, not long after Mayor Ted Wheeler and his officials met with business owners upset about what they say is unsafe activity downtown, Wheeler's staff named Kyle Chizek fired off an email to employees at the Portland Bureau of Transportation and the Portland Police Bureau. Chizek listed a series of block faces where Wheeler wanted to prohibit sitting from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day, each long targeted by the Portland Business Alliance. Fuck you. What is that going to accomplish? Oh my god, man. What the fuck? It includes the sidewalks near the Galleria on Southwest Morrison. I know where that is. Outside the Safeway on Southwest 10th. And outside the Columbia Sportswear flagship store. Okay, I'm going to purposely sit in these places out of spite. Ted Wheeler, if you happen to just be seeing this, I'm going to sit at every one of these fucking corners, every one of these little corners of yours, and sit at them for as long as I can out of spite against you. Oh, I mean, this is an old article, I'm not going to lie, it's from December 2017, but that's not that old. PPB plans to initiate walking beats. I see this a lot, I do. Chizek wrote, according to emails obtained by via Oregon Public Records Law, based on conversations with staff, PBOT will install signs tomorrow at these locations. Oh my god. And today the block rear signs read, the sidewalk is for pedestrian movement only. Please keep clear. Sitting there during the day is punishable by a fine of $250. Fuck off. Was easy to follow. The mayor now faces is anything but. Yeah, justly. He's become a real piece of shit. Holy fuck, man. Ted Wheeler is really kind of shown out to be a real douchebag. Looks like the same old St. Helens attorney, Clayton Lance, helped convince a judge to excavate a controversial sit-lie law prohibiting sitting and laying down on downtown sidewalks between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Not constitutional, period. Yeah, in a way. It's a public area. What the fuck can you do about that? Get over it. Wheeler's decision also spurred protests. Rightly. On Saturday afternoon, dozens of activists sat outside a Columbia store bearing signs, "The sidewalk is public and we will sit here. Making hardship harder won't make it go away. Mayor for sale." Yep. President's baguette, yeah, another sign taped on the side. Store closed today. We apologize for the inconvenience. Wheeler and Boyle made sitting on the sidewalk illegal. Aaron Russell, one of those perched on the rain outside the store. There's been a criminalization of homelessness. The city didn't take the protesters' bait. Police on hand explained they've been instructed not to ticket activists for sitting, but with future protests at Columbia possible, the detente might not last. In the meantime, it's worth examining the process Wheeler used to outlaw sitting on the 8 block faces. God. Just... Wheeler on November 30th tweeted, "It's irresponsible to conflate homelessness and crime. We can address safety issues with common sense enforcement." That's not common sense enforcement, dick. We address homelessness with compassion. Then how about you open rehabilitation centers? How about you open public housing? So these people could have a place to stay all year long without even fucking worry. Oh my... Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. In the face of outcry, the PBA also issued a statement earlier this week arguing that its push for no-sit zones is not about individuals experiencing homelessness and is instead designed to ensure the city's public safeties remain safe, accessible, and welcoming to everyone. Then let a person sit. Then let a person sit. I'm not threatened or not able to go anywhere, or I'm not welcomed when someone sits. Seriously. If someone's sitting on the side of the sidewalk, I don't give it. Who gives a shit? This, oh my god, man. This, see how Ted Wheeler's already pissed me off? He needs to be voted the fuck out. Oh my god. I can't believe, I don't, like, literally live in Portland, so I don't have to, like, vote for anyone, like, the Portland mayor or whatever. I live on one of the outer towns, so I vote for the smaller city legislature. So I get to vote for a different mayor. But if I was in Portland, oh my god, I would vote him the fuck out if I could. I'm gonna, man, I need to get more involved about this shit. What the fuck? Okay. What else is on here? Because I know there has to be. Oh shit. Well, yeah. Anyway, there's one thing I was gonna pull up as well, cause what I was mentioning, how what was near me, is that over a dozen Portland officers shot a homeless dude in the middle of a homeless shelter. Just for no fucking reason. I'm not gonna play a video because I'm just gonna get mad. But I mean, I used to really like have a pretty decent. I had a pretty okay opinion about Portland police. Like, I thought they were some of the more respectable in this country. But until I saw this and just realized, you know, this bastardization of our police all over this country. You know, corrupting them, making them greedy, you know, proving that the police union is out of control. It's here too. It's here too. So, oh my gosh, is right. It's my mom in the other room. There's everything in this house is booms sound. It doesn't. It does not. Does not muffle any sound at all, so you will hear shit in the background. Oh, Huffington Post did something about. Oh, he's also the police commissioner too. Oh god. Portland billionaire attacks city homeless, and this is by the World Socialist website. Okay. Published by the International Committee of the Fourth International. Cool. Oregonian of an anti-homeless rant by Columbia Sportswear president and CEO Tim Boyle. You're a piece of shit yuppie, Tim Boyle. Get the fuck out of this city. You have disgusted me utterly. An effort has begun to shift to make the response to cities the homeless crisis. Hector Corden, you made a really bad spelling error here. You made a really bad spelling error. It's response to the cities. You never mind. I'm just fucking. Homeless crisis is more open policy of criminalization. Fuck you. The days after Boyle's op-ed was posted, Portland's Democratic Mayor Wheeler has only been barred by multiple court decisions from using sit-lie laws, which ban sitting alone on sidewalks or in other public spaces. Okay, so so the court has basically said, no, stop. What are you doing? You can't do that. So, okay, thank you, the Portland Judicial Courts. Thank you for, you know, understanding normal life. I mean, like, there's like a lot of benches in some of the blocks in Portland, but it's not a lot. And even then, they're somewhat uncomfortable. You don't want to sit in them forever. I mean, even the sidewalk, you don't want to sit in them forever. And what if you're eating food? Like, no one really likes to eat food just standing. You don't have to sit down. They have control of everything. They got the drink right there or whatever, you know. It's, like, there's so many reasons you can sit down on the side of a sidewalk that isn't just loitering or just doing nothing or whatever. Restricting the use of sidewalks to pedestrians and mobility devices only. The mayor's bureaucratic maneuver effectively accomplished the aim of city laws, excluding the homeless from an area. This fact was emphasized by Wheeler's assignment implementation of the measure to the Portland Police Bureau rather than the Transportation Department. The 8 block zone manager's income is Boyle's Columbia Sportswear downtown flagship store. Wheeler issued statements and tweets insisting homelessness is not a crime and irresponsible to conflate. So you're being irresponsible then, douchebag. However, the duplicitous content of the progressive-sounding phrases was revealed by an article in The Guardian, which noted that Boyle wrote his op-ed at Wheeler's urging. And Boyle's telling Wheeler's hope to gain momentum and get more police on the streets. Wheeler's... Oh my fucking god, man. They gain momentum on the street. Correction statement by the Guardian denying any such request to Boyle. Mr. that Wheeler has asked him in promoting the view that we need more police on the street in Portland. No, we don't. We don't need a police state, you dick. Fuck off. He went on to say that he volunteered to help him do that. Yeah, because you love having your own little private military force to police everybody and oppress the fucking lower classes, don't you, you little shithead? You see how mad I get? Like, I mean, you know, like... I had friends who were homeless. I'm a little bit more in a stable situation, but I'm friends with a lot of people who have it way worse than me. And I see people all the time who have it way worse than me. And I hate that. I hate having to see this shit. And you want to know how I want to, you know, do it? With fucking compassion. By actually trying to bring them back up and help them get into society, to clean them up of their addictions, to clean them up of their opioid addictions, their heroin addictions, alcohol addictions, whatever addictions they got, and help them, you know, clear their minds out for a little bit, rehabilitate them, and get them back into living in normal society, and have them a safety net where they will be able to live somewhere and have a steady job, because they're going to need the government's help for a bit. That's not a big deal. That's not a problem. And I don't mind my tax dollars going to that, instead of these wars, like in Syria. He wrote that Wheeler's put forward a proposal to the Portland City Council and add 80 officers. Frankly, based on our employees' experiences, we would suggest even more support for the Portland Police, but Wheeler's proposal is an important step and something that deserves prompt support. Which Boyle said... And his net worth is nearly $2 billion. You don't need that $2 billion, you rich piece of yuppie shit. No offense to, like, you know, chill yuppies. Like, I actually know a few who are pretty chill. But, no. Like, who needs $1 billion? Like, I can live off that for the rest of my life. And pass down probably a good couple million to my kids after that. Even after I've, like, donated a good chunk of it to, like, you know, organizations that are just. I mean, because I can't even make money off that. I mean, it is... Fuck you, Boyle. Just fuck you, bitch. What does this juicy little golden turd look like? I need to know what it looks like so I can, when I see him, I can just spit in his face. Oh my god, he looks like a fucking... Ugh. 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 Here. Enjoy my disgust. Ugh. You look like a freaking slippery, slimy turd. You are a slippery, slimy turd. Timothy Boyle. Boyle. Oh. Your head looks like a boil, bitch. God, I hate him. I really do hate the rich in a lot of ways. Not all of them, because I've seen a lot of examples where there's been rich that have done some decent work, but so many of them, like this fucking shitly boiled turd bag. You know, it's just these people I have a problem with, big problems with. He took an opportunity provided by the insurgently right-wing Oregonian. Really? You're gonna take a hit piece to the Oregonian? They're not that... what? Really? Come on, World Socialist website. Come on, don't be that way. I just found you. I didn't even know you existed, but come on, don't be that way. They're not that, like, if you could give me some examples, okay, but I don't really, I've never noticed any, like, outwardly right-wing agendas in the Oregonian, honestly. I mean, there might have been, like, some that are, like, leaning to the right, but it's like, you know, you're able to, like, discuss about it and, you know, kind of bring a counterpoint. They're not like, you know, they're not like that or whatever, you know. Come on, really? Seriously, man? I mean, I'm a democratic socialist, and, you know, I'm like, really? Come on. Oh, I lost my spot. What the fuck? Oops. I lost my spot. Where is it? Let's just look. Let's just find that where is it? Oh, here. Is that? Oh my god. How did I lose it? Oh, here we go. I found it. Indeed, conflating homelessness with crime, at one point describing thefts from employees' cars as our laptop donation program. To conflict. Okay, well, I guess they did provide an example, but I personally would like a little link going to that one article they're talking about. So I would, so take that with a grain of salt, but I don't necessarily not believe it, but until I see it and can confirm, I'm not gonna look for this because I really don't know what article title it is or anything, and I don't want to spend forever trying to find this one little bit of evidence. So since then, he has attempted to deny his opinion piece in which he threatened to move his Sorel business out of the city. Good. Don't want it. And was anti-homeless. However, his reference to individuals camping out on our doorway cannot be interpreted as anything but hostility to homeless people. Yeah, I mean, the quote individuals camping out in our doorway isn't necessarily hostile, but that's probably why we need public housing for these people who are homeless and need to get rehabilitated. But I guess compassion is just a trait they don't have. I guess it's genetic. I guess some people just can't be compassionate, I guess, or something. Just, fuck you, man. Just seriously. Ugh. I'm triggered. I'm triggered! Interpreted as anything about intervening call for deploying increased numbers of police against homeless on Portland streets contrasts sharply with the vague and completely fallacious liberal solution he offered. A follow-up article in the Oregonian. We cannot solve all problems, and we will likely never address the needs related to homeless. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Oh my god, yeah, we can. Oh my god, you so condescendingly stupid. I even said it way before, like 50 minutes ago or some shit, when I was getting into it earlier in the stream, how we can deal with homelessness. And I just said it earlier again too, like 2 minutes ago. So fuck you, seriously, piece of shit. But as Oregonians, we can make meaningful progress if our leaders, business, government, nonprofits, and others will have to do so. Yeah, and you're not one of them. Piss off. Seriously, oh man, 2018 is gonna be a fucking great election year, man. I can't wait. I really can't, because we really need some changes. And around the country, I've been seeing a lot of good stuff. So hopefully, you know, we get something. The latest point-in-time count of homelessness conducted nationally every 2 years shows that Portland's homelessness population has increased by 10% from the 2015 count. The tours for carrying out the count in January, when most homeless seek whatever accommodations can be had in order to avoid freezing to winter weather. And the count nevertheless shows a shocking number of little over 1,400 homeless, 4,977. Again, I point to public housing. I really don't need to keep going into that. I mean, there's some non-profit private organizations that are attempting to help, but that ain't enough. It really isn't enough. Stagnant low-wage jobs. That's true. I'm in a fucking low-wage job. It sucks. That's why I'm trying to branch off into other things, including YouTube, which I attempted before, but now I want to actually try to get into it in a more professional manner. So, Anyway, both Section 8 and public housing lists are shown as closed on the Hold Forward's website. Cold bureaucratic language, and informs those unfortunate enough to be ill-housed or homeless that HF is not accepting public housing waiting list applications at this time. The waiting list was last open for specific properties for 3 days in June 2016. There was no notice of them when a waiting list will reopen. The same canned message was repeated for Section 8 housing. So they're essentially blocking out what public housing we do have and blocking it out for man. Someone just needs to go in there and just bust this shit up. Seriously. Wow, I didn't realize how corrupt Portland was. I'm actually learning a lot of this right now, too. So, holy fuck, man. Holy fuck. Market is to implement. So the city council's answer to homelessness is to implement market-based. No, it's not. I mean, normally an approach associated with the Republican right. I see that a lot with the Democrats on the left, or the neoliberal corporate Democrat left, too. So, it's not just the right on that. And market-based principles, yeah, if it was a stock market, but homeless and humans are not a stock. Ugh. According to Portland's Homeless Challenge magazine, we cannot just put people in housing. It wouldn't be sustainable. We have more of a balanced approach. You can just put people in housing. You can. It takes time, and it takes a little bit of money, but it can be sustainable. Cause if we, I don't know, get out of the wars, get the federal government to divest, redistribute the wealth from the upper classes to the lower. There's so many ways to fix it and to make it sustainable. That takes a while to take in effect, but will work. You're just being... Commissioner Salzman, you're a bitch. You're just a little bitch. We have more... The best solution, Salzman believes, is getting real estate developers to set aside units for low-income people. Yeah, and then hike the price up to $1,000 a month. A balanced approach that harmonizes well with the lack of regulation over rent increases and evictions. Oregon law prohibits the imposition of rent controls. Really? What went wrong? What really went wrong in Oregon here with this? Man, I'm going to have to dig deep on this stuff. I'm going to have to. A report by the Oregonian Employment Department shows the growth of social polarization alongside homelessness. Fast-growing sectors of over the last 10 years of Portland region are low-wage jobs, 2,100 for the average hospitality position. And high-wage jobs, 133,000 for the average tech manufacturing position, growing at 18% and 13% respectively. The author Christian Keeler added, "It's a classic tale of economic divide, and that divide is growing." Yeah, it kind of concludes up with some other bullshit. Oh, here's even a comment that someone posted. Infarction, I think is his name. I probably butchered it. But he says, the obvious solution is a wealth tax on the billionaires, but no. These whiners would rather complain about the homeless blocking the sidewalks. The preferred solution for the greedy rich is to have the poor arrested for being poor. Look for the return of vagrancy laws and warehouses as poverty continues to expand in glorious land of opportunity. Each year, at this time, I recall the famous line of the Charles Dickens classic Christmas Carol: "Are there no prisons, and there are no warehouses?" Yeah, I mean, kind of sums it up pretty nicely there. 4 homeless dead in Portland since the beginning of 2017. Oh, damn. That was in January 2017, so that was last year. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not really going to get back into all that shit, but holy fuck, man. It really just proves how terrible fucking some of the bureaucracy is. What are you doing, Cat? But, oh, video only. Red tag clearance. Don't be sorry. Video only is just some local stuff. There's one right around the corner for me. I have actually never been there, to be all honest with you, but I should probably go there and check it out. Because they got some cool shit. I've seen their shit. I mean, I've been on their website at least. It's been there, like, since I've been alive, so I just need to go in there and check it out. Eventually. Just be like, yeah, I've been here for all my life since I've been here when I was 20, and back in 97, and I've never been in here. I don't know why I said it like that. Man, I need to kind of smoke after that. I got pent up. I got a little pumped up there for a bit. Oh, here, look at this. Store closed today. We apologize for the inconvenience. Mayor for sale. I think that says 1500. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna drop that. Anyway, I'm gonna try to hurry up really quick and get about this Mueller investigation, because I got a little bit of an insight, at least my personal opinion, the insight. So I'm not really gonna go and find these articles. I mean, I could, but there's but a lot of the information looks like is just right here, and I'm just gonna kind of skip for some segments here about on TYT, because that's where I'm just seeing a lot of it. Now, my opinion of TYT really quick is they're alright. I mean, they're like, I trust a lot of their insight, but this whole Russia shit is really made me lose a lot of respect. I mean, like, I still listen to their reporting about the whole Mueller investigation, because I think some of it is, you know, necessary to listen to. And also, I like to challenge my beliefs. Like, what the... I try to challenge my beliefs, and I don't really go on, like, far right or any right-wing media. I mean, Fox News every now and then, because, you know, they'll throw some shit out there that's interesting. Like Tucker Carlson, I'm agreeing with him about the whole Syria issue. And I normally don't like Tucker Carlson. Anyway, but, yeah, it's just, ridiculous, but I don't know where else going with that. But, I mean, TYT's alright. It's just that the whole Russia thing and the whole Stormy Daniels thing has gotten really out of hand, and I think Cenk is just... I think a lot of it is that... I mean, I don't think he's calling for war. Like, he's not being a warmonger about the whole Russia thing, for sure. I don't agree with that. But... I mean, what I think he's trying to call for is just the, you know, or the investigation to be concluded and to do something about Russia. Probably via sanctions and stuff. Not by, like, actually trying to bomb them, but I've noticed that has been too open and too boastful about, you know, why are we bombing them? Maybe the Moab and the Syrian airstrike was probably the only things he's really called out since this whole Russiagate thing, but I don't really notice too much. So I don't really think he really agrees with going to war, but I mean, I don't think anyone on the left, moderate or not, really is pro-war, unless they're just some authoritarian regime-changing freak. But can you quit licking the pussy? Pussy, pussy. Pussy, pussy. Pussy, 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 pussy. Yeah, this whole... Anyway, here. Alright, I won't play on this one because he's apparently losing his shit. I've been, Stephen Ryan, Michael Cohen's attorney. I've been advised by federal prosecutors said the New York action, in part, is referral by the Office of Special Counsel. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, whatever. To go after communications between an attorney and a client, prosecutors have been reason to believe that those communications for crime or fraud. Ron Britzer of Law and Crime, whatever. Is there anything up here? It's like a video or something? Yeah, whatever. Bleh. Alright, this. Let's see this. Makes moves to fire Robert Mueller. Oh, 11 minutes. I forgot that. I'll just do the next one. Trump's next firing threatens Mueller investigation. I'll just read it here. CNN. Fake news. CNN is fake news, believe me. President Donald Trump is considered firing Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Multiple people familiar with the discussion tell CNN a move that has gained urgency following the raid of the office of the president's personal lawyer. Such an action could potentially further Trump's goal of trying to put greater limits on special counsel Robert Mueller. This one is of several opinions, including that it's going as far to fire Attorney General Jeff Sessions, which I actually kind of support. Fuck Jeff Sessions. And, you know, in spite, here. Are you watching, Jeff Sessions? Are you watching? There you go. There you go. Just gonna take that. And where my light go? Whatever. I'm gonna take that. I'm smoking for spite out of you, Jeff Sessions. You don't want to have a Sessions? Fuck you then. Okay. Anyway. Trump is weighing in the aftermath of the FBI's decision Monday to raid the official office of Michael Cohen, the president's personal lawyer and longtime confidant. Officials say that if Trump asked Rosenstein is most likely target, but it's unclear whether such a dramatic firing like this would be enough to satisfy the president. He's long been angry at top Justice Department officials who feel not enough done to protect him from Mueller's ongoing probe. The two sources say that to mark the tipping point that would prompt the Russians. It will prompt the Russians. It will prompt the president to make more aggressive action against his special counsel. Okay, so I'm gonna just break it down really quick. So, not this, because I think this just kind of put it out pretty clearly. But anyway, I'm for this investigation. Like, I'm not on this whole Russiagate train. I'm not. I don't see Russia doing any laundering. Putin is not puppeting Trump at all. I think there's plenty of evidence that proves that. There's plenty. And there's just, I just don't, like, believe that's possible. But what I do think is that he has ties to Russian oligarchs that could also be tied in with Putin and the Kremlin and, you know, the Russian government, etc. But that doesn't mean he's tied in with the Russian government. But he also is tied in with oligarchs around the world and in the U.S. He had, maybe still does, has ties to the mafia. I mean, there's so much that he can be caught with that isn't this whole Russia puppet thing, you know, or this election meddling, which I don't think anyone gives a fuck anymore. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. So, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't get this bullshit. It's just like, let Mueller do the investigation. Quit trying to hide your bullshit, because it's not, it ain't working. It ain't helping you. And, you know, I feel kind of dumb having to try to defend you, Trump, over this stupid shit like this, because I shouldn't have to defend you on this. I want to defend you on getting out of the wars, which you're not doing, because you have John Bolton, that fucking war criminal, in office, in your office now. And what else? Like, you know, I don't even, it's just fucked. It's just really fucked. But this is why I need a second person for my podcast or streams, because they can help me not just suddenly lose my point. I kind of have an unfortunate little brain mannerism where I will just suddenly lose my point where I'm trying to get with, because I'm trying to explain something and I'm like, what am I talking about? Fuck. But yeah, I mean, if he fires Mueller, I mean, even I wouldn't be able to like throw in until I'll be like, well, whatever. Like, that's just, if I really hope he does. I don't know what he's gonna do about that. Rosenstein, I don't know what significance he has with this right now. I need to get into more detail about that, look into it more. But just the whole general aspect I kind of understand, and he's not puppet. He's not doing Russia's bidding. I don't even know if this was totally about that. But let me see.
From the Russian probe, Rosenstein is the Deputy Attorney General, and he's the one that appointed Robert Mueller in the first place. In order to fire Mueller...
Oh, okay, so he did put, so Rosenstein put Mueller in a part of the investigation, okay.
And vaguely follow the law, you'd have to fire Rosenstein first.
Ah, that makes sense now. Okay, so in order to make it look lawful, you have to fire Rosenstein so you can fire Mueller. So he can be like, what? I went for the legal process. I went for the lawful process. Believe me. And, okay, there's no way he would have figured that on his own. Someone told him about that. Someone snuck in and was like, hey, instead of firing Mueller, you can fire Rosenstein and then Mueller, because there's this process where it can still be lawful and blah, 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 blah. All that fun shit. I mean, that's what I feel like is what went down. So, yeah, I mean, my insight basically is pretty simple. It's just, I think one thing about the whole Russia thing now is that it's definitely kind of flopped a little, is because even on these videos about Robert Mueller and this whole investigation, like even TYT's videos haven't gotten like some troll bomb. Like the video they did, Trump making moves on to fire Robert Mueller, which is like a 12-minute thing. They have 1.1k likes and only 42 dislikes. Normally I would see a far bigger boom whenever Mueller or an investigation or Russia or anything like that was even in the title of a TYT video. Even in their one I was just listening to, breaking, Trump's next firing threatens Mueller investigation. Granted a little younger today, but it's 492 likes and 24 dislikes. But normally, these troll bombs are like right on the dot. This is even a smaller bomb. Like, here, let me refresh it and see if it's changed. But
I was talking about how...
Yeah, you were talking about how you were, what? Yeah, only 33 dislikes now. So, yeah, I mean, these videos haven't even really been troll bombed. Like, people are, I think, oh, well, what's this? Oh, so, the video on Tucker Carlson agreeing with Cenk Uygur, I just happened to just see this comment, which I think is interesting. The chemical attack was done by Russia to lure America further into war. No? So, back on that little issue, no. No. I'm thinking about this right now, and no. And the reason why is because, why would Russia try to get America into a war? Why? What benefit is that for them? What's the benefit? I can't think of anything. So, I don't know. If anyone is watching that, after just my little stream thing here about it, if anyone wants to, if anyone's this far in and thinks there might be illogical reasons for this, let me know, because I can't think of anything. Like, yeah, someone even said this better be sarcasm. You idiot, that's exactly what Russia doesn't want. Yeah. Why the hell would Russia want that? Yeah, because, and someone else said, yeah, because World War III would somehow be to Russia's benefit. You're a genius. I actually like that. It's all atrocities unless America does it. Lol. Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't really know what else I have to say about all this shit, but I do want to just end with one funny little thing. I just want to end with a funny thing. It's totally irrelevant to anything that we're talking about, but don't really know what else to say, and plus plus I just need to take a shower and get some sleep here in a bit anyway. But oh wow, holy shit. There is a person here. Oh, you're coming in right near the end of my stream actually. But good evening. Went in a whole hour in, so got a little hour of me ranting by myself with a cat here below me to look forward to here. But I'm gonna show you something funny along with everyone else later here in a bit. Rob Schneider falls on his face. Hold on, let me get it up on this big screen here. Big bitch right here. All right. This here, let me boost this. You got to hear his impact. His impact is just glorious. Oh shit! And this guy right here is Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, I don't know what movie this is meant to be in. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta go back and slow-mo this bitch. But I don't know what movies this is supposed to be, but it was like one Sylvester Stallone's movies. But hold up. I gotta slow this shit down. We just gotta get like perpetually slower. Hold on. Yeah, hold up. Let's just do this. Oh! Oh! Oh, damn. Oh. Oh. Oh, right there's the impact. Oh. Oh, shit. I don't even know how he does it either. Like, how do you just... How? It... Just how? We're just gonna get really slow now. We just get... Oh, I won't even play the... Oh, fuck you then. Whatever. But, oh. And, oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, that's pleasing. That is so pleasing to see. Oh. Oh, that's so pleasing. Just gotta hear his moans afterwards. It's awesome. Oh, god, yeah. Ugh. Oh, he's just like holding his side like, oh. Just, oh, damn, I love it. I love it. I just love it. I was watching Deep Fat Fried the other day, and they did Rob Schneider versus fucking what's his face? Oh my god, whatever. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. All right, what was it? Rob Schneider and I don't even know the other dude's face because he's fucking relevant. Here, I'll just look up Deep Fat Fried. Rob Schneider versus Pauly Shore is his name. And yeah, but don't worry. Once I'm done here, you'll be able to hear it all. I mean, I even go into a little bit about the mayor of my city here, Portland. I mean, because of how just terrible he is. I found out how corrupt he really made Portland, unfortunately, with this fucking billionaire Tim Boyle. But yeah, but anyway, like this whole Pauly Shore, like these two dudes are just fucking like abysmal. I thank TJ Kirk, Scotty, and Paul Zigo for this, because they just brought me the beauty, but yet the agony of having to witness these two sad, miserable fucks. Okay. I had a question for you to ponder. We'll go ahead and shoot, since now actually I saw it instead of accidentally ignoring it like the last one. I'm gonna try to find one little snippet here that's actually kind of funny too. Is this it? No, that ain't it. Where is it? Okay, here it goes. Found a little snippet. It's a weed though. It's a weed though. It is weed. I have it right here. Indeed I do. I'm actually gonna have a little more here really quick to see this one last little Rob Schneider abysmal situation courtesy of the crew of Deep Fat Fried. Cause I just wouldn't be able to. I just wouldn't be able to just understand without them. But let's say I'm over 50. Oh, come back up. Come back up. It'll pop up later. Alright. I haven't smoked since I was 18 for this hypothetical situation here. In the meantime, I'll load this up really quick. Might as well. Just so those scritches of my Flogger's ghetto tray. Flogger's coffee lid. Alright, here. Oh yeah, I forgot I moved it over here. Did it pop up? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's say I'm over 50. I have smoked since I was 18. Okay. So, what was the question? My friends don't smoke. Well, unfortunately, mine have slowly dwindled at the same time too. They've kind of dwindled away from the smoke as well, which is kind of sad actually. You are making my legs really hot. Now I want to try it again. Okay, so the whole thing is. Okay, you're irritating me, cat. Go over there. Go over there. Have something to drink while I'm at it. Just have this fat thing of Welch's. Passion. Just utter passion. If I go to you guys' age, they think in the narc. So it's a question that if you're like 50 and you wanted to smoke again, someone who would be younger would think you're a narc? I mean, well, unless the whole question ain't done yet. Just want a little, but to try it. Well, I mean, I live in an illegal state in Oregon, so I mean, that's never been an issue here. So, I mean, if the question is if you were like around like 50 or whatever and you wanted to try it, then at least for here in Portland, yeah, ain't it illegal there? Damn. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I think it's kind of about just, oh, you can't get rid of her. I think it's about like trying to, I mean, I know one thing that I notice. How the hell do I go to obtain? One thing I noticed that seems to bring the weed along in for pretty much anything is music and like concerts. Like I've noticed a lot of concerts I go to, or at least just for here, but even like elsewhere, I'm sure it can be the same way, is that I've noticed that people will sometimes bring a little bit of bud with them there. Probably not the best way to obtain it, but it'll probably be a good way to open up at least and have a social smoke with somebody. But to obtain it, it would be, it's kind of hard for me to think about just because, you know, I'm in a legal state. I mean, I'm 20, so I technically can't go in myself. So I mean, and it's just kind of about knowing the right people and like, you know, just kind of getting and kind of like understanding who they are a little bit before you kind of ask. Because if you just like ask some random person like, hey, you got weed? Can I buy some? You know, that won't be a good idea. But I think just, you know, finding somebody and just talking with them would probably be the best way, I think. Because that's, I mean, even with me, I mean, since I can't technically do it the, you know, normal legal way, I have to just, you know, just find some people sometimes, or just find somebody to go in a dispensary for me. But yeah, I am a little lucky, but you know, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem in the end anyway, because like the ball for legal marijuana has just been rolling so hard. I think eventually the federal government's going to crack on that, even with, you know, people like Jeff Sessions in office. But in my earlier rant, he might actually get fired, so I kind of think it's a good thing, but I mean, considering the context of it, it probably won't. But I fucking hate that dude with every fiber of my being. So, I don't have any sympathy for that dude. But yeah, I think by like after 2020, I think anytime after then is gonna probably see federalized marijuana legal. Or at least off to Schedule 1, which I don't think that it will go incrementalism and just kind of go meh. I think just considering how many, like the whole Northwest with Washington, Oregon, and California have it legalized, and Oklahoma is going to have an election on a state question, I think it's like question 4, question 7 or something like that, or 17, about marijuana legalization for at least medical, and they're having it like in May or something, and half the states, as far as I know, is already medically legalized, and I think even half of that, but there's far more now that are recreationally legalizing it. So I think, I mean, it is it's definitely an issue now, but I think in the next, well, before you get rid of, maybe next time you get live involved, I can get live involved. Oh shit, fade away. Damn it, it faded away. Then, read that all. Oh well, before you go into your rant. Before you go, your rant covered. Maybe next time I can get live involved. Not too sure what you mean by that. Like with the notifications, like to see if they pop on. That's kind of a YouTube algorithm thing, mainly. Cause you just gotta like hit the notification bell and hope you get it at that point with that situation involved. But yeah, anyway. Oh, this is a Robert Schneider thing. This is fucking great. oh, about my rant. Oh, it was what was about? It was mainly just about what was the retaliation on Syria and the false flag attacks, and then it was and then I just went into a little bit about the Mueller investigation, and then also Tim Wheeler, and going into a little bit of detail about criminalizing the homeless, and also talked about the incident that Portland police had at a homeless shelter in Southeast, which is not really far away from me, where they just straight out practically executed a homeless man inside a homeless shelter. Not too sure if it was in the middle of the day or at night, but was the government done? The attack, no, I really believe that is definitely a false flag. I do kind of go more details into the rant, but I think it was most likely either the rebels or, I mean, I really think that's who they are, and these rebels is generally people like Al-Qaeda and other warlords and terrorist subgroups that are being supported by Al-Qaeda or ISIS. So, which could either be captured munitions that during their older, more stronger hold on some of the Syria land, they probably were able to capture some of the chemical weapons to use, but or they were given by another force, but that part I'm not too sure. And yeah, someone does want to get us involved, and I think it's definitely the MIC. John Bolton's in there now, and he wants to just go to fucking war pretty much everywhere, because, you know, he's just a fat war criminal piece of shit. But yeah, it's pretty insane what's going on right now. And even like a week ago or something like that, Trump was talking about how we're gonna like pull out of Syria, and I was like, really? I hope that's true, because I want to. Yeah, he really does. I mean, there was the Moab, the Syrian air base last year, and not to mention what John Bolton was for. I mean, it's just, he lists, like, what Trump does is he just wants to, he will listen to whoever was in the room last. So it's hard. So it'll be hard to get somebody in there to say, no, we can't go to, we shouldn't go to war, when every other person is trying to mention how you should. And I mean, there's so much evidence of him from like 2013 and 2015 talking about Obama and Syria, how we were saying we shouldn't get involved and stuff like that, and how we should, you know, focus on our country. And it's like, man, it's so weird to see one person flip-flop so much, because like, I even like thought about it for a minute, even though I know it was kind of stupid. It's like, does he have multiple personality disorder? Like, I thought about that just for like a minute, for a little bit. And I was like, because he just flip-flops, like, insanely. But no, he's just, yeah, I mean, he thinks he's different each day. I mean, I just, you know, I really don't get it. It's just, there's so much about it. But I mean, oh my God, there's this great picture. Comrade Trump, but the fucking picture of his hat. Oh my God, that's just, it's really gonna be too small to be seen, but it's just fucking great. Oh my God. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, I don't get him, man. You know, I was even going back on the Drunken Peasants on their podcast, on their election coverage, and also the inauguration coverage, and it kind of reminded me how much Trump just was shell-shook about being president, because I really don't think he wanted to do this. And that's why he wants to listen to the last person in the room, because he doesn't give a fuck. Whatever, you know, he's just trying to find ways, you know, to make himself a little bit more money in the end, which I think that investigation's cracking down on. I don't think, you know, as much as the Russiagate situation is, you know, been covering in the media, it kind of is hiding on the idea that, you know, there's money laundering involved for sure, and that's what I believe that Trump will be caught for, is money laundering, if anything. And yeah, he did, and he was thinking he was going to lose, because I mean, he really did, for a while there, just go off the rails, just didn't give a fuck. He was just saying whatever. Like, I think at one point he said Obama founded ISIS or something, but no, he didn't. He helped get their rise and stability into the region by going back into Iraq and, you know, well, leaving Iraq and then coming back, you know, and leaving this power vacuum, which led to ISIS, but he wasn't directly involved in this creation. That is so ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the things he said during the general election, and I was just like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? No. Just no. That was my friend. He was actually over here earlier today working on some bikes. We're all trying to get a whole thing going on my channel, but it's just mainly finances and my situation mainly. Like, I don't like my laptop as much as I use it. It's kind of a piece of shit. And it doesn't work very well when trying to record anything or even record audio. Like, audio is so fucked up on it. So I do have an old computer that I'm gonna look into and see if I can just buy parts for it and sell parts off of it and invest it that way. And in the meantime, just do simple streams like this and, you know, just keep it chill. And eventually I'm gonna get them to come on in. Yeah, I hear you, but you're clear. Yeah, it's just like timing for the most part. Like, I'm hoping to at least get it done by the end of summer around. If you want viewers, it's not really too much about the viewers or like the followers mainly. It's just, you know, it's kind of venting out my mind in a lot of ways. Got the stable times. Yeah, like trying to stabilize the time frame. Yeah, because that's my main problem. Because I just got a lot going on. Like I got college too. I'm also having a part-time job as well, and it's just also the finance and everything. But like things are starting to balance out a lot more for me. So I'm working back into it to see what I can do and how to work and operate the ship on this. But it's just like I think by the next couple months, I'm hoping to at least get something started. At least just a little something basic here to get us kind of at least kickstarted a little bit to see if it will work, and if it does, then we'll definitely continue to go with it. Damn, if I were you, you can corrupt me, and we would do a chat-a-thon for real. Yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why I wanted to do it too. Is just just kind of like that community ship, because I mean, a lot of the stuff I watch, like Deep Fat Fried, Drunk Peasants, Ideology. I mean, I'm naming literally everything about Sky TJ and everything, but I mean, I love that type of platform and type of platforming, and I also like just the whole news commentary type of thing as well. And I want to try to just put myself in there a little bit, not to just try to make it big or anything, but just to do it. That's because the whole idea of it to me is fun and actually interesting for me. So you got to school. Yeah, I mean even I have it tomorrow actually, and getting into a lot of political classes to get started on learning more about like some of the ins and outs of everything, and also to subject line. Right now it's just general studies, but like I said, I am doing political classes, which I'm going to eventually, once I get that, transfer in for my political science associates, and then, or at least, look into a transfer degree to go to university on it. But I'm not too sure if I want to do that or get the associates while I work on with other stuff. It just kind of depends how it goes. I mean, it's a little like the next 4 to 5, 6 years for me, it's still too muddy for me to kind of figure it all out. Like I'm just going to be in our crease. No, definitely not. I mean, I have some respect for some of them, but a lot of the ones are definitely like more violent and more militant or just break shit. I'm not definitely for those type of dudes. But my main thing is more of like populist left, progressive, or democratic socialist. That's kind of where I fall in around those. But anyway, I'm gonna hit this really quick. I said I was gonna do this a while ago, but
oh, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of that damn little boy. This is fucking hideous, dude.
So the joke is that he wants to fuck a goat.
Why? And like, can I just ask you guys a question?
Look at that goat fucker face.
You know what?
yeah, hold up.
I don't think we should give him a dick for this, because I actually credibly believe
So
that he would fuck a goat. I'm actually drawing on some.
okay, so this movie, The Animal. Hold on. Let me just go back a little bit. Let me just a little bit so we can just see the scene.
The Animal. The goat scene.
Right here. Now it's gone.
Yeah. Is he gonna fuck the goat?
Your goat, sir?
Mind if we examine it?
Fuck.
Oh, God. Mind if I fuck that there goat?
God damn it, teacher. Yeah, this is what Rob Schneider does. This is why I love this. This is why I love this show, Deep Fat Friday. Because look at the glory it has bestowed upon me.
He wants to fuck a goat. I mean, like, can I just ask you guys a question?
Look at that goat fucker.
I don't think you should give him a dick for this, because I actually credibly believe that he would fuck a goat.
I really don't know if I can say that he would. I don't know if Rob Schneider would, but that face, I don't know, man. That's convincing. That's convincing me. That's convincing me. Oh my god! I just mainly want to get the video part of it. Their rant is just basically debating if he's a goat fucker or not. Hold on.
Figuring it out. So God bless us. Let's see this guy fuck a goat.
Does he actually pork the goat? I can't remember. Yep.
Yeah. Fuck
Oh no.
You probably don't
Don't worry. Nothing's gonna happen.
music.
Let's mute it.
Well, it sells the scene. So you guys have to remember that at some point, Rob Schneider, I guess.
Oh my god! Look at that! What the fuck? They don't. So those two adults are not aware that he's.
Like, can we throw in a goat fucking scene, please?
Oh, dude, I guarantee you that he had input on this
Oh my.
fucking film.
If I like.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Trying to sell it, you know, what kind of scene?
This is Rob Schneider, man. Rob Schneider, dude. Like this. Like. What went wrong in his life to basically start fondling, molesting, and kissing a goat? What went wrong in his life? Just what? Oh, it's just insane, man. I don't get that. That's crazy, but he even gets kicked by this goat. Like, hold on. Let me try to find that little part.
Fuck the goat.
I think maybe he keeps himself from doing
god.
it.
He's able to just barely resist the goat.
Slap ass and just flies.
I don't think that goat would have that level of power where it can across a field.
I don't know. Rob Schneider is a.
Oh my god, man. That's just insane.
Alright, so he tries to fuck the goat.
Oh shit, it's almost midnight now, damn. Oh, fuck me! Oh, son. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Shit happened. Well, whoops. That happened. Oh my. But, yeah, it's oh my god. Someone put in, where's the horse porn? Rob Schneider is a cultist confirmed. Oh my god. I was unfortunately in school during this live stream, so I couldn't participate. But anyway, I gotta take a shower and get ready for school tomorrow. So anyway, most of my rants from the first hour should be available once this is all over and all that. And hopefully my phone doesn't die and all that crazy shit, which it shouldn't be. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to get some shit out of my head on this, a lot of this stuff, and also still, you know, figuring out the stream thing, because I still want to figure out. I still want to figure out this rotation thing, because I don't think it's rotating on that. And next time we'll debate more. Yeah, hopefully I can get one of my friends to come along on this, because maybe Wednesday I'll be able to come back on and have one of my friends come on and just have a little discussion. And yeah, and also go ahead and share the stream and stuff too in the end, and get the word around, because I definitely want to try to expand a little bit and see if it works. See if this, at least just this little part, doesn't really necessarily have to work, but what I want to do later, which, you know, like what you were looking on there, is kind of a similar platform I want to try. Kind of like a mixture of like Deep Fat Fried, Drunk Peasants, Joe, like kind of my own little podcast one. But anyway, my friend, I'll leave it to here. Give you my finger of death, and yeah, I'll see you around next time, man. And whoever is watching the full video later in the end. Okay, wow, go get your bath. Alright, man. Peace out, and like it, share, get the notification bell on, and all that fun shit. So, peace out. Oh my god, it might, no. You want to stop? Yes, I do.